Emma Worthington steps behind the service line. The ACC Setter of the Week currently, and it's back-to-back points for the Blue Devils, this time via the block. Gracie Johnson, a team captain, one of the best Duke players over the last several seasons. Louisville on the board here thus far this year, but a sensational player, one of the best in the ACC. Here's an overpass, clock all over it. Another one comes her way, and a chance for Louisville to strike here. They go to Luper, and Luper does it.
The Cards, you see this an off-system ball being set from Elena Scott. That is not an easy ball to hit.
Duke with a ranked win this year. That came against Creighton way back in August. 0-4 against ranked opponents since then. DeBeer denied on the overpass. Another chance for Louisville here, though. They go to PK. Johnson just has to get it over. PK once again, and this time no mistake at all.
A little too tight to the pin. You see a lot better spacing here, and PK's able to split.
Johnson with over 40 blocks on the season. Louisville goes to DeBeer again, and that's more like her standard. Mentioned the 14 kills for DeBeer against Clemson, but of late, Worthington behind the service line. The transfer from Cornell. Been a big impact transfer as well. Sets it up here for Carrie Keefe. Louisville scrambling. DeBeer swinging her hand through it just to get it over. And a cheer from the crowd. And then the block for the Cardinals to finish off. Her name on the ledger with the block.
Kills are fun in volleyball, but it's always fun to win a rally with great defense. And after a great defense.
And then an ace for Louisville. In 6 games total that she's had 10 or more. Here's an overpass, and Cressy has back-to-back.
We've seen a decent amount of overpasses coming on them. I love seeing Cressy being aggressive and scoring that point right away.
Neither team particularly clean so far in the first set, I would say. Here's Charitie Luper. That's plenty clean, though, that time. They go to Luper again, and that ball was in.
It starts with the dig from Anna DeBeer landing right on Ellie Glock's head for them to run that ball really fast out.
Once Louisville able to get the ball in play.
And make her carry the load of 20 kill games every night.
Still leading the way for Louisville with close to 300 kills on the season. And that's about as awkward as it gets, but it's an ace for Louisville. Ball was a little bit off Luper's pace. That one more on the pace, but Duke's blockers do the job. And then Luper comes through with a block of her own.
But telegraphed by Worthington. You could see she jumped.
Emma Worthington calls her own number quite a bit. She's got 49 kills on the season. But Luper read that the entire way. Cressy, that was down the line and in. 10 or more kills in 22 of 25 games over the course of the season, Keefe. So you'd almost expect her to continue to have a hot hand. Here's Richardson. Louisville goes to DeBeer. She's denied. They'll go to her once again. And the chance sets up for Duke. They go to Keefe. Block gets it over.
Great block touches from both sides in this rally.
And then PK.
And as I said, great block touches on both sides.
Left-handed.
Sharp cross.
You talked about it earlier, but her athletic ability, her ability to leap into the air just gives her more options than a lot of other players.
Or did you touch the ball clean? And that's a tough one to articulate. maybe hence the conversation they had before they challenged it.
Chance for Duke. Now a chance for Louisville. And they turn to Luper for a player that has been remarkably consistent in her first year in Cardinals red and black. Cressy, that one was in.
The bench went crazy, but I think it got overruled to be in.
It must have, clearly has. And there's Luper with another point. This time, an ace.
It's really the time that they need to step up.
They look to Johnson once again. Louisville looks to DeBeer, and ultimately it finishes as a point. Fleming went up for it. DeBeer scores off hands to make it 20 for the Cardinals in set 2.
It's longer when you're going that way, so it's not quite as short of a serve off of your hand, and getting that touch is a challenge. Was laying on the floor. That was a great set to Keefe in the back row.
Louisville fans making a little noise, just trying to make sure this set doesn't go awry from their perspective. Duke goes to Keefe again, and she scores off hands again. As Syracuse on their schedule another time, and you know that Louisville, as we mentioned, will take on Pitt and Georgia Tech a time apiece. So there's going to be some more losses from those top 3, and if Florida State can just control their own destiny and nearing that double-figure mark once again. Louisville 3 points away, but Duke right here with them. Scott with the dig high into the air. Real opportunity here for Louisville. They turn to Cressy, and Johnson flying to her right.
And they are an actual weapon, so I think that the coaches are a little bit safer with it.
Louisville on set point. They can take a commanding 2-set lead here, and not quite yet. Richardson comes through, and that'll do it for set 2. Set 1 ended on a Louisville ace. Set 2 ends on a service error from Duke. I didn't bring my calculator today.
Well, we know what it means to be 100% sure that the ball was in. She was right.
That's right, based on the way Louisville's come out here in set 3. Good opportunity here for the Cardinals. They go to Cressy. Cross-court ball from Keefe for Louisville. They'll continue to trade punches right now with Duke, back and forth, back and forth. Duke's the one that needs to get this run off. We will have a rally here. Sherman with the big swing. Looking for her 18th game with 10 or more kills. And she's nearly there with 9. Looking for number 10 right here. Can't do it. Luper's got her 11th. Johnson filling up the stat sheet with 9 kills, 4 digs, 3 blocks.
Just no one else from Duke has really been able to step up and have a game worthy of beating the number 5 team in the nation.
That could compete for a national championship and win a national championship. And she contributes to her team here with an ace. DeBeer, 2 chances at it. Camden Schrand, the true freshman, with a good dig. And then that one off the toes, it looked like, of Charitie Luper. Luper into the hands of Bryant. And then the block of Sherman. So Duke back to within 3 on what turned out to be a net violation. And they're all over the place right here. Louisville going to Go to DeBeer. Good dig from Bryant. Johnson. DeBeer again. Off hands ultimately. Johnson came flying in late.
I would expect them, based on the other opponents that other teams have to play in that top 5, to be a very potential top 4 seed.
And therefore having the opportunity to host a regional. Or can Louisville put them away right now? They turn to Sherman. And that one just fell in, to the dismay of this Louisville crowd.
I'm not sure what happened, but she caught something to the face.
Through the hands of both Sherman and Jones. L&N Federal Credit Union Arena, and maybe a little hex from the fans behind Richardson. Look at the block for the Blue Devils. Or even more. Challenging serve, but Louisville able to handle it. They turn to Aiko Jones, and there is the block for the Blue Devils once again from these red-clad fans. Can Louisville return to the lead? They do, through DeBeer. And it's an ace. A kill for DeBeer, followed up by an ace for DeBeer. Louisville a point away. DeBeer serves. Duke looks to Johnson. And Louisville now looks to Luper, and that's in, and that's it. For the 8th time in the last 10 meetings,